Welcome to this episode of Westfoot Fixing. Today we are taking a look at this tree and what happens when the limbs come down and strike your house. So I had some siding that was broken off. So what we're going to do is replace that siding with this siding right here. I was able to find a sheet at Lowe's. It's actually a pretty reasonable price. It's like 10 bucks plus tax to get that. So we're gonna take this out, and the main thing we need to do is is hooked up under the bottom. So we're gonna kind of pull it down some and pull it out. And we're gonna kind of lift up on this one while we do this piece right here, and we're gonna get it loose so that we can get to the nails like this that are right under here. Once we get it out, we'll find the exact size that it needs to be. We'll match it up and we'll cut it, and we'll get this fixed. So we'll be right back. All right, we were able to get this lifted up, but we faced a little casualty. We might leave that. We might see how much we got left. I think we got enough left. I might go up one more level and hope I don't break it too. But once you get underneath, you see your nails right here, here, and here. Once you get those out, you can just use your hammer, or I'll probably just use the pry bar for this. We'll get it out and we'll pull this piece and we'll be right back. All right, so we have these pieces lined up now, and I'm just going to take my shears and trim right along the side of this, and I'll need 2 hands for that. So let me do that and I'll be right back. All right, I now have the new piece cut. And what you're going to want to do is fold it behind here. So you have to kind of make a bow in it as you put it back in. And since there was actually only 2 nails, what I am going to do is find the same positions that the nails were in and use the same holes so that we don't have any empty holes when we get done. So, and then that way you also make sure it's hanging in the same place. So let me get it back in place, and then we'll see what's next. And actually, one thing you might want to do is, as you're putting this in place, go ahead and hook it under the bottom before you find your nail hole, so that when you put the nail back in, again, it's helping to pull it up. That'll keep it from popping back out. So get it hooked under here, and then as you see, it's pushed up, and once it's locked in, it's pretty tight. And then you can see you want to use the holes right behind here. You can see that's kind of blocked. The hole is blocked by the slit that's here. So what I might do is just take go get my knife and just trim that gap and make it a little longer, because you want to give it room for it to expand and contract left and right. So you don't want to just nail it in. So let me go get my knife and I'll be right back. All right, so as you can see, I got this one trimmed. It doesn't have as much space, but it's definitely going to be all right. This one I gave a little more room for it to go left and right. So both sides are done. So you want to put the nails back in. You don't have to press, you really don't have to press that hard. They kind of just go back in. You don't want to put them too tight to where this can't move left and right. So this one is going in. I can hit it, I'm gonna tap it with the hammer to tap it down some. But again, leave enough room for this to move left and right. This is hooked on the bottom. I'm probably gonna see if I can get this piece off since I cracked it, and I'm just one of those type people. Probably wouldn't make that big a deal, but anyway, I'm going to work on that next level. As you can see, the color blends in pretty good. These are actually a little, the sun is starting to get to them a little bit, so you can kind of see, but if you step back a little bit ways, you can't tell at all. So let me get this other one pulled out and then we'll get started. There's an actual tool that you can use to you're supposed to be able to put it up under here and then help pull that out. I have that tool, I just can't find it right now. So I'm using my trim tool for my car so as not to damage anything. So again, let me see if I can get that piece out and go to the next phase. We'll be right back. All right, so I cut this second piece to match. You can see the old pieces on the top and dirty. I went ahead and kind of mocked up the sides since it was kind of set up that same way. I just got my blade. Just be very careful when you're cutting it. You have to go over it twice and usually it'll come out, and then the same thing down there. I don't know exactly why that's like that, but I'm sure there's a reason. But anyway, now it's time to put this piece on, and we're going to follow the same procedure. We're going to bow it out and stick it in. I don't know how much of that other video, but we got this piece in. This hole lines up, so we're gonna push that nail in. We're not gonna go but so far, and we're gonna do the same thing over here for this hole. And I'm gonna have to tap that one with the hammer, and I'm gonna pull this one out, even though I don't think it was hooked on. So I'm gonna pull this one out, put it in, then we're gonna fold this and hope it doesn't break, and we'll be right back. All right, so we have pushed the nails in far enough. We have it in there. This piece is the only piece and that needs to get hooked under. Again, when we put this one in, we had it hooked under when we came up. So all of the pieces are tight. And the fortunate thing about this is all you got to do is just push down. As you're pushing forward, just kind of push pressure down, and then you'll feel it hook, and then you'll see it's hooked under there. And now we have a full repair of the siding. Again, you can see this probably needs to be pressure washed as well. This is a little bit darker, it gets a little bit lighter, and then it gets back darker, but I'm sure as the sun and the dust hits it over the year, it'll be fine. So here we go. We replaced some siding that this tree limb damaged, and we're going to reach out to the neighboring neighborhood to take care of this tree that is off of our property line. So I hope this helped you, and be sure to tune in next time to see what's foot fixing. Y'all have a great day.